Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Guide to Gothic series, episode 8. Can you believe we've made it this far, Eric?
8.
This is if you're unaware, this is the premier Gothic suspense show on the internet.
Absolutely.
The one and only. Yeah. The premier, the one and only. It's easy to be the best when there's no competitors, Eric.
Exactly. Correct.
Now, to be fair, there may be competitors out there and we're just unaware. So if you are a competitor, let us know. Wait, this isn't a competition.
It's not.
We're friends.
Right.
Let us know in a friendly way.
That we're the best.
Right. So, all right. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Guide to Gothics. If you're watching it on YouTube, you're watching on the Book Graveyard. If you're listening to the podcast, you're listening to the Paperback Warrior. I'm Nick, here on the Book Graveyard. With me, as always, is the handsome stranger, Eric from the Paperback Warrior.
Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you again, Nick.
Nice to see you, my friend. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
We took a little break.
Yeah, we even had a couple fake starts here to kicking off a episode.
Had a couple, really? What are you talking about?
A couple trial reads.
Yeah. Basically, I've been vetting Eric for the Gothics. We pick one. And then I don't read it, and then he starts reading it, and then he finishes it and goes, "It's terrible," so I don't have to read it.
Yeah, and we had decided we were going to do the Tarot Spell by Willow Davis Roberts, because you and I had talked briefly about Willow Davis Roberts, because she writes a lot of Gothics. I see her in a lot of bookstores.
Yeah, I always see her books on the Facebook group, the Gothic Facebook group.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's wrote a lot of Gothics, and she's written like 100 books, but she wrote like children's books as well. And I mean, she's pretty renowned. I mean, she won an Edgar Award. I think she won 3 of them. I think 89. In my notes, I've got 89, 95, and 97. I think she won 3 Edgar Awards. But we were going to read the Tarot Spell, which was published in 1970 by Lancer. And I left you a voicemail. I sent Nick these little voice memos, and I sent him a voice memo saying how awful this book is, and I fear that he has to read this book.
I appreciate that. And when you say like it's terrible, it's not even like fun bad.
No.
Yeah, that's the worst.
No. Well, it's the thing is, it's so pedestrian that there's nothing that we can make fun of or even pick apart. It's just boring. And here's the deal. This falls into the classic Gothic tropes. You've got the young woman. She inherits $2 million, obviously, from the uncle that she's caring for. So he dies. He leaves her $2 million. This never happens to me. And then after his death, the woman gets married, and she moves into this rich family's mansion. Her husband's family's like, of course, they own the mill. They always own the mill, right?
Gotta own the mill.
They gotta own the mill. And so his family's rich, but their mill is like really suffering. So everyone's telling her that he's only marrying her for her money so they can get the mill back going. And that may be true. The problem is when she gets into the mansion, and this may sound familiar as we talk about this book, she gets into all these accidents that nearly kill her. Like, something falling on her, or somebody shooting at her in a hunting accident or whatever. So she ends up getting almost killed like repeatedly. So she's thinking that her husband is trying to kill her so he can get the money. The whole tarot card thing, it's just that the family member, like I think his mother, plays with tarot cards. So that's
a shame. Because with that name, you want it to be central to the plot.
And it's not. Yeah, and the whole book, honestly, is just pages and pages and pages of her doubting her marriage, having insecurity, and wrestling with the idea that maybe her husband's trying to kill her. So it passes the test, the Gothic test that we have.
Was there supernatural stuff? Was there any ghosts? Any ghosts in the night calling her name?
Yeah, there's always stuff at night happening, whispers and people messing with the doorknob. So there is that. I guess the supernatural thing would just be the tarot cards and how the mother's saying that she's going to die. I guess that would be it. It has the.
I'm putting zero.
It has the inheritance. It has the woman misplaced. Stranger in a Strange Land. It had
Did it have gaslighting?
It had gaslighting, tons of that. It had romance. It had the cover, which you can show the cover, but it has that. It's a gothic. This is not a very good one.
It's just middle of the road.
Aren't you glad you missed it?
I am. Thank you.
Can I tell you about another gothic that I read though?
Yes, this was our other choice, right?
No, this wasn't. This was just something I read because you don't read any contemporary books, right?
Correct.
No modern stuff for you.
Yeah, some independent authors, but for the most part, not really.
You're a vintage dude.
True
and true. Okay, so I still read contemporary books. So there was a gothic book. I think I saw this at Target, honestly. It's called The House of Whispers. It was published in 2020 by Penguin. So it's a kind of a high
classy.
Yeah, classy. That's what I'm trying to say. But the author, she's British. Her name's Laura Purcell. Apparently, she writes gothic historical novels. Like that's her thing. And she's got several of them. So, but this was her 2020 book, and this one is terrific. Like if you're going to read a contemporary, I think you would be fine reading this because there's nothing contemporary about it. It's set in the 19th century, so it's just a modern book, but it's set in the 19th century. And this young woman, she arrives at the seaside mansion, of course, right? And she's going to be a nurse to an elderly woman. So we got all check. Stranger in a Strange Land, that kind of thing. But what's really cool about this is she is an alcoholic. And so she's got a flask on her at all times, and she's constantly looking for the next fix. And it's
give it a little depth.
Yes. And back then that was a big no-no. Women secretly drinking and stuff like that was a big no-no. So she's always trying to figure out ways to get to alcohol, or else she's going to go into withdrawals. So that part was cool. There's also a whole backstory on what happened with her previous employment at another mansion. And she has this trunk that she keeps secret. And in the trunk is bloody clothes and some dishware. So you're like, what is going on with this woman? She has this alcoholism. She's got this secret in the trunk. And you've got this whole mystery about what happened to her at the previous mansion that she was at. And in her new employment with this older woman, they have these weird rituals in the house. Like all the interior doors have to be locked, and they have to put salt down in the doorways, and they can't have any lights on at night. So it's like really creepy stuff. It kind of reminded me of the movie The Others, or I guess, The Others really comes to mind. But the thing is, under the house in this, because it's on like the cliff above the sea, there's all these subterranean caverns. And supposedly there's a myth that there's these evil, wait for it, evil pixies that live in the caves. Supposedly these pixies will come out and take a person into the caverns, and they replace them with a brain dead pod person. Like
as pixies do.
As the bodies, like in the Body Snatchers or something. So that's and I wasn't familiar with pixies, so that was all new to me. Like I didn't.
That's cool.
There's not a lot of pixies in Gothics or horror. There's not a lot of pixie horror, right?
I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But I mean, isn't it in Irish folklore, right? I'm surprised we haven't run into some pixie stuff.
Yeah, we need to start looking for pixies.
Pixie Gothics.
But the book it weaves in and out of these timelines, because then it goes back in time to the old woman that she's taking care of as a little girl living in that house. So you get the whole idea of where these pixies come from, what their goals are. And her dad is like a doctor. So he's doing experiments on these prisoners that he keeps in the caves. Like there's like tuberculosis and stuff. And he thinks that the damp air and the salt will cure them. So he's got like this whole thing, but then you get into like her mystery of what happened in the previous mansion that she lived in, and it's got all these different things. But I think the book was in 3 parts. Book one.
That's a lot going on for a Gothic. How many pages was it?
500? I think 400. Like 400 pages. Yeah. But it was great. It was really, really good. I've got my review going up this week on July 3rd on Paperback Warrior. But it was great. I mean, I want to say this is more gothic, but also horror at the same time. So it could fall under either one.
Yeah. Well, the gothic horror is a thing.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely traditional.
Yeah. But it has the elements of the gothic suspense, like we talk about.
Yeah, most definitely.
The tropes.
Yeah, definitely good.
Sweet. Sounds cool.
So there you go.
That's good. You're a man of honor. Talking about new current authors, help getting the word out. You're a better man than I, Eric.
I don't know about that.
So what are we talking about today?
So we're going to talk about Jon Messman. Have you read any Jon Messman?
I have. I have read 2 other Jon Messman Gothics. He happens to be my favorite.
Okay, good.
My favorite Gothic writer.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So
you'll see why in this book.
Oh yeah. So Jon Messman, for those of you who don't know, Jon Messman is mostly known for the guy who created the Trailsman adult Western series, and he wrote like 5,000 of these books, one a month basically, and then he handed it off to other authors. But he wrote for Nick Carter Killmaster. He wrote those books. He's wrote The Revenger, which is kind of like Mac Bolan. It's published in the 70s.
One Man Against the Mob.
One Man Against the Mob. And then he wrote Jefferson Boone Handyman, which is like a private eye international globe-trotting adventures. I think there's like 6 or 7 of those. We're talking fast cars, beautiful women, vintage wine. So The Revenger is very gritty. Jefferson Boone's kind of classy in a James Bond kind of way. And then he wrote standalone suspense, standalone thrillers, and he wrote Gothics. His Gothics he wrote as Claudette Nicole, or Claude Nicole is the name that he used. And he wrote these for Fawcett Gold Medal, which obviously is the prestigious publisher at the time. So Claudette Nicole was Jon Messman. Brash Books went all in on Messman, so they did reprints of The Revenger.
Nice.
So the whole series is available in print and digital, and it comes with a I was going to say I had a did I write something in here for this? I don't know. I can't. Yeah, I wrote this for the book. This little essay.
Oh, he wrote before. Look at that, Eric.
Yeah, the afterword on that. Wow. And then they also did the Handyman books in print and digital as well. There's the new Handyman books, Jefferson Boone Handyman. I think I might have had something in here too, but I can't remember. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's just a thing on Jon Messman's life. So
move it away from your name. Move it away from your name so we can see the whole thing.
Oh,
the other way. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Look at that.
So that's Brash Books doing The Revenger and the Handyman, but Cutting Edge, which is the sibling publisher, these are all owned by Lee Goldberg. The sibling was Cutting Edge, and Cutting Edge has done, you can show the artwork, but they have all the Claudette Nicole Gothics available in paperback and digital. And if you read digital, they have the Claudette Nicole Reader series, which is books 1 and 2, and inside of each of those is 5 novels, 4 or 5 novels. So the Claudette Nicole Reader will give you all the Jon Messman Gothics all in one fell swoop for a cheap price.
Nice. Are there audiobooks of the Claudette Nicole books?
No, you should make one.
Only if you do it with me.
Yeah, we could.
You be the handsome stranger. I'll be the leading lady.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
I think it sounds great.
Is Jon Messman still alive?
No. And the thing is with him, we covered him on a Paperback Warrior podcast episode. You can show the episode. And then also I did a primer on him on Paperback Warrior. But oddly enough, supposedly he lived his entire life in a New York City apartment. He never went out west. He never traveled to any of these places. You know, in his Jefferson Boone and his Nick Carter, he's all over the world with his fictional heroes, globetrotting, but he's never left the comforts of his apartment in New York. And he died in a nursing home in New York.
Oh, he had a subscription to National Geographic.
Like a lot of those authors did.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Creative mind.
Yeah. So that's supposedly, what's the guy who wrote the Death Merchant series? Joseph
Rosenberg, yeah.
Supposedly he was the same thing. He never left his house. and just used National Geographic to write all those international adventures.
Yeah, I think a lot of them did that.
Mm-hmm.
Did Edward S. Ahrens ever go anywhere? That guy wrote about everything like he had been there.
Well, he had, because he was in the military.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a war hero. Do you have any Claudette Nicole paperbacks? I've got some that I pulled.
I sure do. I've also
got
got some sitting here. What a coincidence.
Wow, it's like we planned it. Do you want to do a show and tell?
Yeah, let's do it.
Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Well, I'll start off with my favorite, and it is The Haunting of Drum Row.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Look at it. It has a cult in it. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got it too. Yeah.
This was what made me love the genre right here.
So you've read this
Ireland.
one? You read this one? You read this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's a good mystery. This is when I was like, oh, is that what a Gothic is? It's a mystery?
It's interesting. I'm reading the back of it, and it's very similar to this book because she's received an invitation from her aunt to come to the ancestral castle. All right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Eric.
It's not broke, don't fix it. I'll go next. I'll do House at Hawk's End.
Oh, I don't have that one.
It's nice.
That's cool.
I'll mail it to you.
I thought you were keeping all your Gothics.
No.
Oh, all right, I'll take them. I'd love them.
You're next.
I got The Dark Mill.
Oh, I've got that one too.
This is what started the Guide to Gothic series. Is I mentioned in the video review that I did, where I was like, I was thinking about doing a Guide to Gothic thing. And then we started this, which is much better than me just talking about it.
Dude, the protagonist, her name is Tansy.
Tansy.
Tansy. How many Tansies do you know? It says this is the terrifying tradition of the Bad Seed and the Exorcist.
On the back of the Dark Mill?
Yeah.
I'll give him the Bad Seed. The Exorcist, no.
1971 Fawcett. I've got my favorite Jon Messman book.
Oh, that's good.
Circle of Secrets. I reviewed this on the blog. 1972 Fawcett.
What goes on in that one?
This is great. She has been the protagonist. Her name is Kim. She's been corresponding with this girl on the phone for years. This girl just calls her and talks to her about her life and all this stuff, and she just talks to her for years. So something happens, like she stops calling or whatever, but she ends up getting a letter in the mail from the girl stating that she's in trouble and she wants her to come to visit her. And she's never visited her before. She's never seen her before.
Was it a wrong number and they just became friends? How did she know her?
They ended up meeting. No, they ended up. Maybe they did meet initially, like on a trip or something, and they struck up a but they haven't done anything since. Like they haven't seen each other. So she goes to Georgia, like on the coast of Georgia, where this girl lives. She finds out this girl's been dead for like 6 years. So who's she been corresponding with on the phone?
That's good. That's a hook.
Yeah, it was really cool. Great book. Great book. Scary book.
Cool cover too.
Yeah, it's really good.
I like that font.
Yeah, you're next.
Here's one that I haven't read. This is the only one, Jon Messman, Claudette Nicole, that I haven't read.
Oh, that's the one I have.
Bloodroots Mana.
Maybe we should read that one next or something.
Just the Jon Messman podcast.
Just knock them all out. Yeah,
that would be cool. This one even has a call out to the book that we're doing today. A gripping novel of mystery and suspense by the author of The Mistress of Orion Hall. Maybe The Mistress of Orion Hall was a hit.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. So that's what we're doing today, ladies and gentlemen.
The Mistress of Orion Hall.
Look at that beautiful cover. Did you happen to look it up first? I didn't.
No, I don't know who did the art. Not too sure on that.
Way to go, Eric. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll try to find it and put it on the screen. If you're listening on the podcast, you're out of luck.
It's over.
I'm excited to talk about this. Do you want to give any initial impressions?
As I told you, the name of this book should have been The Pomegranate Evil.
The evil pomegranate?
Yeah. The Pomegranate Terror.
Terror at
Yeah.
Pomegranate Hill.
Yeah. So, yeah, this was published in 1970, I think, by Fawcett Gold Medal.
Mm-hmm.
1970. Of course,
Yep.
under the name Claudette Nicole, which is established. Again, Jon Messman. Did you want me to go over how it starts, or you want to talk about how it starts?
It's up to you, my friend. I usually do it, but if you're ready,
I'm ready.
Yeah, you can knock it out.
All right. So at the beginning of the book, and I think we're like, I don't know, like 50, 60 years in the past at the beginning of this book. It starts with the Mistress of Orion Hall, which is the very first Mistress of Orion Hall. She's slain in the hanging hours of the night while the sea moaned and the clouds hid the moon. That's how the book starts. She dies up at the top of this turret in this gigantic house. And we learned that when she died, Nick, the pomegranates turned bitter, the olives shriveled, and lemon fruits turned brown. The moon was obscured for 21 nights, and the seabirds wailed for over 100 days.
That's crazy. Why do you think that is?
I guess
she was a witch.
I guess she was a big effing deal, right? All right.
I think they're insinuating that she was a witch, and that's why they killed her.
It's very mythical. It's kind of like it's just kind of like a bunch of nonsense, right? We're not supposed to believe any of this stuff that really happened, and and when a murder is important when fruit goes bad, right? I wrote that down in my notes. Murder is impactful when your fruit goes bad.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I totally glossed right over. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, and we're not done with pomegranates either. Pomegranates are going to come in later.
Back. Do you mind if I read the second chapter? Because what I like about Jon Messman is when you imagine like the stereotypical Gothic, like if you look at the cover and you're like, man, I want this like written, I want it. I want that atmosphere. I think he does it better than anybody else.
Yeah, I think so too.
So like the second chapter, the ash gray fog had shrouded the night when she was killed. In the chill damp of the dark, she had gone out to prowl the blackest shadows of the night, and death had finally met her to claim its reward. Before the Meltimi blew from the north to tear away the veil of fog, it was over, and the Mistress of Orion Hall was dead.
I think that kind of writing is why he was always on Fawcett Gold Medal. He was on the top of the heap, as opposed to like Paperback Library or Lancer or Dell or Belmont or something like that. This is the cream of the crop stuff.
Yeah, it's good, and it lasts the whole book. It doesn't just start off strong and he forgets about it.
Right. Yeah. It
continues on. That fog it's throughout the whole book.
Yeah, it's almost a character to itself. Our protagonist, her name's Lisa. She's 22 years old. She's an American art history student. She's also fluent in Greek. And she's arrived in London because she's received a cablegram from her aunt Maggie. Maggie wants...
Maggie
Lisa's,
what?
Margaret Simpson.
It's Maggie and Lisa, dude.
Yeah, Simpsons. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Maggie, whose full name is Margaret Simpson, needs Lisa's help because Lisa is a Greek honors student, and Maggie wires her some money for this trip and insists on meeting her in London to explain everything that's going to happen and why Lisa is needed. With me so far?
Yes, as a translator.
Yeah, as a translator. In London, Lisa arrives at the hotel and she starts... Basically, it's a great way for us to figure out what's going on as a reader. She's reflecting on Maggie's letters that she was sent. Apparently, Maggie used to visit Lisa's family in Vermont when Lisa was a kid, and Maggie was sort of like a worldly person. Like, she traveled a lot, so she was always able to relay stories to Lisa about like her world travels. And she
was the hip aunt.
She was the hip aunt, yeah. And I wrote down something about her father's grandmother was half Greek, and they have like this house, Orion Hall, on the island of Cyprus, that's been in the family for like a century or something.
Mhm.
And she's basically going to take over this house. Maggie wants to move into Orion Hall, but she needs a testimony from a blood relative to be able to do that, because the island won't allow her to just move in as a resident without making sure that she's a blood descendant that can inherit this property.
Mhm.
And this is important because there is a certain somebody that wants the house.
Yes, she's been getting. Are they nasty letters or? I don't think they're
Threatening
like.
letters
Are they? Are they like threatening at first? I know
to
it
take.
comes later
To,
on.
I think it's like legal action letters.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lawyer who says that they don't. Somebody else bought the property
Yeah,
because of back taxes.
yeah,
It went to the state, and somebody else
yeah,
bought it.
yeah. This guy named Al Burton, he's an attorney, claims that a client already has that house because of the unpaid taxes. But Maggie, she thinks that this is just a racket to deter her from the house, and she wants Orion Hall, and she wants Maggie to help her with moving into it and getting it ready and translating for the island.
Yeah, she has all the proof that she's paid the taxes,
Yeah,
and it's basically just the setup of someone's trying to get them out.
yeah, yeah. And Lisa sees a stranger a couple times in and around her hotel, like he's dressed in black and is apparently staring at her.
Yeah, a man in a short jacket, tall black boots, and sullen deep eyes.
Sullen deep eyes.
But he's not the handsome stranger.
No, this one seems more ominous.
Yeah,
This is
he's
an
up
ominous threat.
for sure.
Do you want to talk about the boat trip?
Yeah, they take the plane from London to Athens, and then a ship to Cyprus, and then when they get off, when they get to the island, Lisa sees a real gypsy who's
Yeah,
who's doing fortune telling, and Lisa wants this woman to tell her future.
yeah,
And the woman states that she's going to Kyrenia, which
yeah,
is, I guess, a section of the island.
yes.
And Lisa's very surprised. She's taken aback, but figures it's a lucky guess. And then the lady sings her a song.
Right. Yeah.
Is this a song about pomegranates? There's something to do with pomegranates here, but I wasn't in on the fruit conspiracy that you are.
Okay.
So if you got it,
I don't remember the song that she sang, but it was like a warning not to go there and not to have children.
yeah.
It's like, don't have any babies on the island,
Mm.
which was really weird. But no, there's no pomegranates yet.
I thought she bought a pomegranate from her.
I think that was at the market in town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I gotcha.
We got pomegranates coming. Trust us, folks.
So yeah, this is cool. I'm in so far. It's
so
not like the most exciting, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's setting it up. It's building. On the steamer ship going to Cyprus, Lisa, she wakes up one night and Maggie is crying out to her, and she runs out and she finds that her aunt's missing from her cabin, and she discovers her clinging like precariously to the ship's rail in this horrible storm, and she's about to go into the sea. So Lisa saves her.
This was so exciting. I was, as soon as this happened, I was like, this is it. This is gonna be great. Yeah, there's like a huge storm. The captain's like, there's a storm coming, everyone go below deck. Whatever you do, don't come up. Don't come up to the deck.
Yeah.
And then Lisa hears her aunt calling. And she goes outside, and the boat's tilted and the waves, and she's just hanging on. Like, help. And then Lisa goes out, and then they're both just trashed back and forth from the waves. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it's like we went from Love Boat to Gilligan's Island in one night. It's just tossed at sea. But yeah, Lisa saves Maggie, and she the thing is that Maggie says that she heard a voice or something and felt like she was sleepwalking. And this is something that will affect Lisa later, because Lisa has these same things kind of happen where she's like sleepwalking or feels like she's sleepwalking, or she's got these weird blackout moments. But when they get settled in and they get back to the island or whatever, Lisa's in the village market, and this woman who's at a little fruit table offers Lisa some pomegranates, and Lisa flips out. Like, she's, oh my God, no, get away. I don't want the pomegranates. It's like, what is going on? Like, she has like this horrible fear of pomegranates. She has this nausea. She's like this horror. She's recoiling from this woman offering her pomegranates.
It's in the bloodline.
It's in the bloodline. So, yeah, that's the whole pomegranate thing.
That's the pomegranate. So when they get to the island, he once again has wonderful description of the area and the people, and it really feels like you really landed on this island.
Yeah,
I love this setting. I love that it's in Greece. I don't think I've read many stories that took place in Greece, actually. So it was very cool. It was like a little vacation.
Yeah, and if you ever want to, sort of on a side note here, if you ever want to read a great book set in Greece, Jack Higgins has an awesome adventure novel set in Greece called The Dark Side of the Island. Definitely recommend it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, once they get to is this where the thing falls and almost crushes her? Like at the dock, there's like a crane that's holding up this big heavy thing, and it almost crushes her.
If it is, I didn't write it down.
So yeah, that's the first accident. Maggie, I think, is standing under this huge crane thing that ends up dropping this heavy thing, and Lisa runs and like pushes Maggie out of the way so she doesn't get crushed. So we have the first like series of really the second series of accidents with Maggie almost dying off the ship.
That wasn't an accident.
No, it's not really. But she says she was sleepwalking. But she was sleepwalking.
It's never explained why she was out on that deck.
Well, there's a couple things in here that really isn't explained.
I guess didn't the aunt say that she thought that she had actually heard Lisa or something talking to her?
Yeah, she thought she heard her voice telling her to come over there or something.
I guess.
Yeah.
She goes to town, and there's all the Greek ladies all wrapped up in the black and the black cloth outfits that they wear. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, robes.
And all the ladies think that they act like they see a ghost when they see Lisa.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she goes back to the Orion Hall, and she walks out to the terrace and walks down the stairs in the darkness, and she feels a hand grab her.
Yeah, some physical thing, some physical presence.
But I couldn't tell if he meant when he was writing if it was like literally or metaphorically. Like I couldn't tell if someone was actually there or not.
I think they were, because this happens again.
So she freaks out and runs to her room, and then she meets Demetrius.
Yeah, and just to be clear, she's in Orion Hall now.
Yeah.
She's moved in there with Maggie.
I don't remember how she meets Demetrius. I didn't write it down. I know he was like shirtless and had black wavy hair. Was very attractive.
Yeah. I can't remember either, but yeah, he's there. I can't remember how she meets him.
And then she stumbles upon, she's walking to town, and then this is when she stumbles upon the guy beating the woman. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Her name was Thera, yeah.
So she stops this.
Mm-hmm.
She like yells at this man, and he stops and runs away. Oh, it's the guy. It's the guy that she keeps seeing.
Yeah.
So the man that she saw back in London is there beating a woman in the alley as she's walking by. And she stops him, and the girl's name is Thera, and she's supposed to marry that guy. And she said because that she accepted help from a stranger, she can't get married to this guy now, which she doesn't want anyway.
Yeah.
And then Lisa's like, why don't you come up and work at Orion Hall for my aunt? We'll take care of you. You can live with us.
Yeah, move in. Yeah, help us.
So there we go. So there, yeah, and then we have a name for the mysterious bad guy, Costa Donopoulos. And then she has her date with Demetrius, dancing in Greek feast of food.
Yep, Opa.
Opa! It's pretty cool. Even then, like the description of what they eat, it really makes you feel like you're there.
Yeah. He's very descriptive writer. Always has been.
And Demetrius she tells the story of coming upon this man beating this woman and how she saved her. And Demetrius is like, you shouldn't have done that.
And he's right.
No.
Yeah, because what happens, Nick?
Oh, well, yeah.
Right?
But
what happens, Nick?
Yeah. We can't, but that would spoil the further into the episode, Eric. We can't tell him yet.
We can't tell him yet.
But it's his fault that happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then here's where we get she's laying in bed at the top of look at this place.
Mm-hmm. The turrets. Yeah, the light. Turrets. Yeah.
She hears singing.
Yeah.
And there's a singing going on down the hill by the water, and she also hears a sail coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So Lisa wants to know what's at the bottom of the terrace. She's afraid to go down the steps because every time she tries, she freaks out because of the hand that grabbed her. She goes down, but she does go down the hill. Oh, that's right. She goes around the house and goes down the hill, and then she starts falling down the hill in her tiny little skirt.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when she meets the Michael Berry, the man with red hair, who appreciates that she fell down that hill in that tiny little skirt.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of like a little bit like a pervert.
He's very much
talking about her long legs, and
he just doesn't stop. So yeah, Michael Berry. Do you want to talk about Michael Berry?
So he's this charming archaeologist, and he's described as having reddish hair, twinkling blue eyes. Twinkling blue eyes. He provides
just like you, Eric. Just like you.
He provides her like this historical context on Cyprus and its storehouse of history. He tells her about Athena, who was a local legend. She was the first mistress of Orion Hall. And he tells her how the villagers still believe that she's prowling the terrace at Orion Hall, or her spirit is, especially on foggy nights. And he hints that all the old women in the village were staring at Lisa in the market because she has a striking resemblance to Athena. And she's like, really? And he's like, yeah. And to prove it, go into the cellar of Orion Hall, and there's going to be a full-length portrait of Athena there, and you'll see that the likeness is, it's uncanny. And she does.
Yeah, he wants her to go into the cellar.
Yeah.
Do you trust that?
No, because I've read enough Dark Shadows paperbacks to know that you never go in the cellar, because that's where you normally get killed.
So we have Handsome Stranger number 2, but like you said, he's a pervy. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, and doesn't he take all of her clothes off to nurse her back to health? He's got her naked.
Yes, she is naked, yes. Yeah. He also tells her that he appreciates the view.
Yeah. And it's funny because this happens a lot in the Trailsman paperbacks, where Sky Fargo ends up getting injured, and then he awakens in some snuggly cabin where the hot woman has nursed him back to health, but he's half naked. And then, of course, those books have to have 3 graphic sex scenes, so it always leads to a porno. But this is clearly Messman at the precipice of coming up with adult Western kind of ideas here.
So yeah, this is apparently what he was into.
Yeah.
The nurse fantasy.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, this is where she hears, and that night she hears the singing again, and she looks, and there's a foggy night, and there seems to be a figure in a black cloak standing down at the bottom, and there's also the sounds of the oars in the water. And once again, she's too frightened, so she goes to walk around, but she doesn't fall down the hill this time. Through the fog, she sees the figure, and then there's more fog, and then the figure disappears.
Yeah. And
then
the next day.
No, wait. It's not the next day. This is when they hit her over the head.
Okay. Yeah.
They hit some. She's in the fog. She sees the figure. Figure disappears, and somebody hits her over the head, and she tumbles into the ocean.
Yeah.
And here's another exciting, action-packed scene where she's fighting for her life as she being pulled out to sea.
Yeah.
And she yells for help. And who's there?
Was it Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepster. Michael Berry. Is he trustworthy? Do you think that Michael Berry is trustworthy at this point?
Yes, I think he is. Because I think it's just it's just getting us off the path. I didn't trust Demetrius.
No, right on. You knew right away.
Yeah,
Demetrius guy is no good.
I've read enough of these books to know.
Because he's really handsome and charming. And Michael Berry he's good looking, but like you said, he's a jerk. When she tells him the story of what happened, he gaslights her hard. He's like, "No, little girl, it's just your imagination."
Yeah.
You hit a tree trunk when you were backing up because you were scared.
Yeah.
He's very condescending.
Yeah. Can we talk about Thera now?
You've been dying for the Thera scene. Yeah.
The next day, poor little Thera she's out walking.
Don't forget the hat.
She's got a
Demetrius gives Lisa a sunbonnet.
Yellow sunbonnet. And Thera puts the sunbonnet on. Lisa offers it to her to wear. So Thera has this yellow sunbonnet on. And she's out walking on the road, and she's completely crushed, ran over into smithereens by a car. Splattered and kills her. Runs her over like spaghetti noodles.
Man, sad.
And but obviously it was supposed to be Lisa wearing the yellow bonnet, but it was Thera instead. So Thera got rescued from the domestic abuse, only to be killed in a hit and run accident.
Yeah, and before Thera goes out, Demetrius is there, and he's like, "Lisa, honey, I gotta go away for a couple days."
Yeah.
But if you go anywhere, make sure you wear your sunbonnet. He's like, "Do not leave without that sunbonnet hat on."
Yeah, it's like
okay.
It's a really big deal. It's like a really big deal.
It's so obvious.
Yeah.
And then that happened. And then the Splatterfest happens.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
There is. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of shade thrown around because who's the first on the scene after Thera gets splattered?
Demetrius.
No, Michael Berry.
Michael. Yeah, Michael again. Yeah.
He just happened to be there.
Yeah. And then that night, Lisa is investigating the East Turret, where apparently Athena fell to her death, to what Demetrius had told her.
Yeah.
And she finds a hidden room.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ascends, and she discovers a loose stone there, which confirms Michael's theory about how Athena might have fallen.
No, they said that she killed herself. And so she proved that her grandma didn't kill herself.
Yeah, because the loose stone was there, so she had fallen. But after she investigates this room and this east turret, she goes back to her room, and someone has placed a scorpion in her slipper.
Yes,
which nearly kills her. Apparently, supposedly, I don't think a scorpion will kill you, but
there's some
maybe the Greek scorpions.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Greek scorpions. I know when I was living in Arizona, they said it's the little ones you had to look out for.
Oh,
they were the most dangerous. But yeah, I think it would take a while for a scorpion to kill you.
I like the German scorpions myself because they rock like a hurricane.
Oh my god, I was never a fan.
No?
Never a fan of the Scorpions. I don't like his vocals. It just seemed like light rock to me.
He's got a weird vocal style.
Hmm.
He really does. All right, enough of that. The next night, the eerie wailing returns. She starts to hear the wails in the fog again at night.
Mm-hmm.
Black-robed figures appear on the lower terrace, shrouded in thick fog.
Mm-hmm. What does she do? What does she do to the figure?
This time she's got a what is it she's holding?
It says an Aideron. I don't know what that is.
I thought it was a tire iron.
That's what I imagined in my head.
Yeah,
something like that, or a fire poker or something.
Something like that. And she starts like swinging it at the figure.
Hell yeah, it does.
And now we know it's not a ghost or anything because it literally starts yelling like,
"Ow!
Stop!" And then when the figure runs off, she discovers that there's blood on the stones, confirming that this isn't a ghost. And then of course she sees the rowboats again out in the water with their described as their ghostly white sails. And again, she's like, okay, Michael Berry her suspicion is Michael Berry again. And he appears in a rowboat. And
hold on, you're missing one very important thing.
Oh yeah, that's
before she's going to go out and investigate, but she has to go into the ocean. You can't go to the ocean in your clothes, Eric.
This is the bikini-clad heroine right here.
Yes. So she puts on Andy Sedaris style. She's in her bikini. She is a hero. I will say that for some of these books that we've covered, the women can be, not in charge. They just kind of like float along and people push them and they don't take any action. Yeah, they're not so in this one. She kicks ass.
She's not the vulnerable beauty.
No.
That we normally have with the beauties running from the castle. She's not a vulnerable beauty. She's a fighter.
Yeah, she sees that shadow figure out there, grabs the tire iron, and just starts smacking him.
Yeah,
that's gold.
Yeah, and it's just another. It's just more evidence of who this writer is.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is an action writer. I mean, this is the same guy who wrote Revenger, Jefferson Boone. He's writing Nick Carter, Killmaster. So he's injecting that into this character, which I think is kind of cool.
It is, and it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in her bikini out into the water, and she swims around searching the property, and then she finds the hidden waterway that leads to a cave.
Yes,
and inside of that cave is boxes and boxes of guns,
Russian guns, Russian rifles and ammo.
We're gonna add that to the Gothic litmus test. Boxes of guns, check.
Yeah,
no. It's not something that's common in these Gothic books. So, but, I love it. I'm loving it. Loving it, Eric.
Messman wrote these 2 nautical adventure books called Logan, starring this guy named Logan. And I think the second book is this plot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the cave of cave near the water that the arms smugglers are using.
That's really funny because right after this book, I read Operation Neptune. Where is it? Right there. Which is a spy book. And it had the exact same plot. And I was like, I'm going to mess this up when we're talking about it. Because it's exactly the same. They find a cave, and inside is gun smugglers.
Wait a minute. Who's the author?
Christopher Nicole.
You think it's Jon Messman?
I don't know. I haven't wrote up the review yet. I haven't looked.
So he was Claude Nicole, and he was Claudette Nicole.
He could be Christopher Nicole. Well, let's pause and look.
I've got to know now.
Hold on, let me look on the spy guys and gals. They'll have the real info.
Yeah, Randall's on top of it.
Yep, that's his real name, Christopher Nicole. All right, so she is swimming down the waterway.
Yeah.
And she hears oars behind her, and it is Michael Berry again.
Yeah.
He's rowing in. He's angry, but he's really vague about what he's angry about. Like what do you think he's doing there? Why do you think he's following her?
Well, she thinks that he's angry because he's just discovering his secret.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we think. And then she ends up believing him to be involved in the arms smuggling. So she strikes him with a rifle.
She grabs the gun and hits him with the
Yeah.
butt.
And knocks Michael out.
Yeah.
Flat drops Michael.
I love her.
She grabbed a rifle and swung it at his face. And just then Costa appears from the back and
the bad guy that she stopped from beating the woman.
And does he hit Lisa? Because I know she loses consciousness. She like blacks out.
It just says he attacks her.
Yeah, but it doesn't say.
And then she passes out. I think he hits her. I want to believe that he hits her because she's too strong to just faint.
Right.
So she wakes up and she's bound, and then surprise, sitting next to her, also bound, is Michael Berry.
Yeah, and for a brief second, you're like, okay, well, Michael's just doing that as a ruse. He's just pretending. And then he's like, okay, sure, that makes sense. Every leader of a smuggling operation wants to tie themselves up. Right.
I didn't think it was a ruse. Did you think it was a ruse? I was like, oh, she messed up.
Well, I thought it was Demetrius the whole time, but this kind of like added a little bit of doubt for me. Oddly enough.
This is what sealed the deal for me. So it was the opposite.
Yeah, opposite. Yeah.
So the chorus guy, the evil Greek guy, he comes in with the lawyer from the beginning. So it was all a setup. And then they divulge their evil plans, Scooby-Doo style.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They tell us all what they were doing, why they were doing it. And then they go away, and Lisa wiggles out of her rope, and she swims away.
Yeah.
And where does she go? Where does she go for help? To the police?
No. Well, she goes back to the house. She goes
to Demetrius's house.
Oh, that's right, Demetrius's house. Yeah.
And he's like, "What? Oh no, let me help you. Get in my car. We'll drive over to the cave."
Yeah.
And then he's like on the way there, he's like, "Did you tell anybody else about this?"
Yeah, and then you kind of like know that it's this Demetrius. Absolutely.
So then he was like, "Well, I'm sure when Michael wakes up, like he'll be fine." And then she's like, "But I never told you that Michael was passed out."
Yeah.
So then we find out that Demetrius is actually the leader of the gun smuggling group. He's the bad guy all along. She jumps out of the moving car. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's a chase scene to Orion Hall.
Yeah, that's how we ended up back at the house. Yeah.
And then she tricks him into stepping on that loose stone. It's coming back around.
Yeah, it cycles.
And he flies off. Screw him. And then here's the big save where she has to save the manzel in distress, Eric.
Right. So we have our intrepid hero, Lisa. She's got Maggie. She's got I don't know if we really talked about the one-eyed old man named Nikos.
That just works there. Yeah, he just comes in and out. I don't think he's that important until this moment.
And they have 4 hunting rifles. And they raid the arms smuggler's cave. Here we got a bikini-clad heroine, a dowager, an old man with a shotgun, and they're going to take down the whole operation themselves.
Oh my god! I was like, this is the greatest Gothic ever written.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So she's in her bikini. She goes down there and she just sits at the end of the cave and just lights it up. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
They just lay it down. I don't even think they shoot back.
No, I think they're more like surprised at this point. I mean, with that group of people coming, it's just like, what is going on?
She goes in there and saves Michael Berry. She saves the day. He was the damsel.
Yeah. She realizes he's innocent. That this all was a deception of Demetrius. And what was weird for me, because there is like this thing where Michael and Lisa are discussing this thing called psychic communication, which he says may have had something to do with the fact that she was somehow experiencing some of the same strange feelings and paranoia that Athena had. which was
Oh,
the pomegranate thing, and but it's explained that the voices that everyone was hearing was a record player.
Yeah.
Which, remember, we read that one book that we really liked where
The Shadow Guest.
Yeah, where there was a record player playing, making those sounds of the car wreck and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't think it was a record player. I think it was just a recording.
Oh, okay, yeah, recording.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was controlling it from the bed upstairs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It was an audio thing. Yeah,
that was good. Was that the Hillary Woe one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shadow Guest. Oh, that was probably the best Gothic I've ever read. This is fun,
Yeah.
right? But that was great.
That was great. This is goofy fun.
Yeah.
This is goofy fun. But the fact that Michael and Lisa, like, they argue a lot and they bicker back and forth, but he says something like, because of their, I don't know, the fact that they are doing this, they should just get married.
Mm-hmm.
So they end up like saying, "Hey, let's go to Vermont and get married."
Yeah, it's wrapped up like really fast.
Right. Yeah. So, and they do.
Yeah, that's the end.
And that's the end.
Let's check the Gothic novels of the 20th century bibliography here that we've got and see if what Elsa J. Radcliffe has to say.
Yeah, please.
About Mistress of Orion Hall.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Oh, yes. It's in here, and there's a review.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm excited. I haven't read this yet, folks. This is new to me.
Fired up.
Lisa goes to Cyprus and Aunt Maggie as companion and interpreter at the family mansion, Orion Hall. Lisa soon becomes involved in the legend of the first mistress, whom she resembles closely. A disappointing book.
What?
The plot had so many possibilities, but the work was poorly crafted.
Oh.
The suspense is created by the technique of a scrape with death in every chapter, and I find that a dumb device.
Wow. That's the whole Gothic genre, is that.
I love how sassy these reviews are.
Wow.
Like, this is the kind of stuff you expect to see online, not in like this nice reference book.
Yeah. Wow. Ripped apart.
I find that to be a dumb device, Eric.
Dumb.
It's dumb. This is dumb. So she was not a fan.
She was almost disgusted in writing the review.
She hated it so much.
This isn't worth my time. This is dumb.
That's so good.
Do you want, before we do the litmus test, do you want to do a little quiz, like a quick 10-question quiz?
I would love to. Sorry, I was reading the ends of the other Messmans just to see. She enjoyed one. She didn't like The Haunting of Drum Row.
Which you liked.
I know.
Does she have Circle of Secrets?
Circle of Secrets. The story had possibilities, but was flawed by a clumsy plot, trade characters, and perils of Pauline-type events. I don't know what that means.
I'll have to look that up. Perils of Pauline.
She's like 50-50 on the Messman.
Wow.
All right, what's this quiz you got going?
We got a 10-question quiz. Okay. All right, so we got 10 questions. You're going to be the one that answers.
All right.
What is the primary reason Lisa travels to Orion Hall in Cyprus? Number 1, to inherit the property after a relative's death. Number 2, to conduct archaeological research on her ancestors. Number 3, to escape from her life in Vermont. Number 4, to assist her Aunt Margaret with legal matters and translation.
Number 4.
Got it. Correct.
Are you okay? You're keeping track? Because I want to know my score at the end.
Yeah, we're keeping track.
All right.
On number 2, what strange event occurred to Maggie during the ship voyage? She was kidnapped by pirates. She was poisoned by a mysterious traveler. She was nearly swept overboard during a storm. She lost her passport and travel documents.
Number 3. But you know what would be great, Eric, is you could write your own Gothic by doing just this exact thing.
Right.
Shut your eyes and throw a dart at it. And be like, okay, this happens next.
You're right. I mean, you could say she was poisoned by a mysterious traveler and then just go with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yes.
Marvelous.
I am marvelous.
What is the name of the woman who supposedly haunts Orion Hall? Was it Thera, Lisa, Athena, or Maggie?
Athena.
Oh, fantastic.
I got 4 pages of notes. You ain't got nothing about me, Eric.
Maybe it's a closed book quiz. Why does Lisa feel a sudden intense fear in the village market? She's threatened by the lawyer, Mr. Burton. She's offered pomegranates by an old woman. She recognizes her father in the crowd. She sees a ghost.
You might have had me on this one if you hadn't made such a big deal about the pomegranates.
Yeah.
So, pomegranates it is.
Fantastic. Halfway here, what does Michael Berry do for a living? He's a fisherman. He's a lawyer. He's an archaeologist. He's a local tour guide.
He is an archaeologist.
Cheers. Go to the second half now. What item of jewelry does Lisa find in the hidden room of the East Turret?
Oh, this is a hard one.
An ancient Greek coin, a simple gold wedding band, a jade ring set in a coiled silver serpent, a diamond necklace.
Oh no. Oh no, you asked me the jewelry question.
I don't know this one.
Is it?
I would guess number 1.
Actually,
Actually, I think it's number 3.
I think it's number 3. The jade ring.
Yeah, because I remember the serpent.
Silver serpent.
I remember the serpent. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was luck.
It was.
Skin of my teeth on that one.
How did Athena, the original Mistress of Orion Hall, allegedly die? She was poisoned. She died of old age. She was lost at sea. She fell from the East Turret.
She fell from the East Turret.
Good job. What is the significance of the portrait Lisa finds in the cellar? It's a painting of the lawyer, Mr. Burton. It's a portrait of Athena. It looks almost exactly like Lisa. It's a map of the island. It's a painting of her mother.
Athena.
There you go. And I will say that this is something I didn't bring up in our discussion, but this is a classic Gothic trope. Finding the painting that resembles the protagonist. This is in Frank Smith's Gothics, where he wrote as Jennifer Hale. He's got a book called not Trapped in Devil's Cave. Secret of Devil's Cave, I think is what it's called. And the whole plot is this. And then there's another one that William Ross wrote that has the same thing. There's a painting and it's exactly like the protagonist. So it's just...
Wouldn't that be like a more of a trope of a classic Gothic horror that I think that they maybe adapted to the Gothic suspense?
Yeah, maybe so. Well, what do you think the root is?
I don't know. I was hoping you wouldn't ask me, Eric.
Oh, it was a very sophisticated answer.
I'm cutting that.
Who is Demetrius? A government courier who charms Lisa, an old gardener at Orion Hall, the mayor of the village, the man who tries to kill Lisa in the fog.
Well, I don't think any of those are right.
Wasn't he a government courier? Doesn't he work for the government?
Is that what he did as a job?
I thought it was. I thought he was like a government.
All right.
But
you might have got me, but you just told the answer.
He charms Lisa, right?
He does charm Lisa.
Do you think we should go with it?
Yeah, hit it.
Ooh. Last one. What happened to Lisa when she was on the parapet of the East Turret? She caught the killer. She was nearly pushed to her death. She found a treasure chest. She met a ghost.
Ooh. What happened to Lisa when she's on? That's where she finds the loose stone. But she wasn't pushed.
I thought she was kind of like.
No, she just trips over the stone and she almost falls over.
So that's going to be the closest thing to the answer then, right?
Yeah.
You nailed it.
I did. I told you.
100% correct.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, in the paperback, is there these little Greek proverbs at the beginning of every chapter?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Like this chapter 10, next year's wine is the sweetest. The Greek proverb.
Did you read them when you were reading? I never read the stuff like that.
Yeah, I read them.
I was like, just give me the meat.
Like chapter 9 says,
no garnish.
Do not flee the ashes to fall into the coals.
Are you ready for the litmus test? We're doing 2 quizzes now at the end of Gothics.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. The Gothic litmus test to see how Gothic this is.
Yeah.
Trademark. Nick and Eric.
Should be.
So we have the cover art. Does it have a woman running from a house?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Check. Does she have on a nice dress or pajamas?
I think it's a nice dress.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a dress.
Yeah.
Is there one light on?
Yeah.
Yep. And then we have our themes. Is Lisa a stranger in a strange land?
Yeah, she went from Vermont to Greece.
Vermont to Greece. Check. Is there gaslighting?
Yeah.
Check. Is there a handsome man with questionable motives?
Yeah, Demetrius.
Double
and
check.
And Michael.
Yeah, double check. Is there an inheritance?
Well, no, because they always had the house. It's always been in the family.
Yeah. No.
That's a no-no.
Eric, is there romance?
Yeah.
Demetrius.
Yeah.
Is there a mystery?
Yeah, the whole book is filled with mysteries. Yeah. Good there.
You know what's funny is I lost the most recent copy of the Gothic litmus test, so I had to get the first one.
Oh.
And then I had to watch our last episode to see what I said, but then you signed on, so I may have not got everything. That's how prepared we are.
Yeah.
Is there hints of the supernatural?
Yeah, most definitely.
Nurse type job?
Translator.
Nah, dude. She doesn't, I mean...
It's not a job, though. She's not being paid to do it.
Nah. She's not doing anything. She's on vacation.
No. Yeah.
And is there an isolated setting?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. We only missed 2 out of the 9.
So, yeah.
So one got double. Because there's 2 handsome men with questionable motives.
True. Yeah, yeah. So it's definitely a Gothic.
It passes.
Yeah, it passes. Yeah, it's
a Gothic, Eric.
It is.
Who knew? With this cover, who knew? That.
So
imagine inheriting that house.
So you recommend this?
Oh yeah. Especially to any fans of Men's Adventure.
How does it compare to the other 2, The Haunting of Drumrow and The Dark Mill? Do you think it's better than those 2?
Oh man, that is a tough question because it's more fun, but better in general. I think maybe is The Haunting of Drumrow because it had more. I think it had a more. The mystery was stronger, and The Dark Mill was. I don't know. It was cool, but I don't know. I think it goes Haunting of Drumrow, then The Mistress of Orion Hall, then The Dark Mill. What about you?
I'm just looking. I've read his Bloodroots Manor, which I reviewed and said it was amazing. I don't remember it though.
You didn't think it was dumb?
No, I didn't think it was dumb.
Let me ask you this: do you call any book dumb on your blog and your 2,000 reviews? This book's dumb.
No, I normally don't do that. I try to come up with something a little more descriptive. Yeah, so Circle of Secrets is my favorite of the Jon Messman Gothics so far, followed by this one that we just read and Bloodroots Manor. But I haven't read Dark Mill or House at Hawk's End yet.
What about The Haunting of Drumrow?
I haven't read that one either.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, his Gothics are Bloodroots Manor, Mistress of Orion Hall, House at Hawk's End, Circle of Secrets, The Dark Mill, The Haunted Heart, The Chinese Letter, Haunting of Drumrow, and When the Wind Cries.
Wow.
Then he also wrote 3 romance books as Pamela Windsor. Those were Forsaking All Others, Rebel's Rapture, At Passion's Tide. This was in 77, 79, and 80, and those were all for Jove.
And they were just straight romances?
Straight romance, as Pamela Windsor.
I wonder if there's any action in them.
It's a good question. And also, I forgot to mention this, but I was looking at my primer. Jon Messman started out in the comics. He started writing comics in 1940. Yeah, he wrote The Human Torch, Submariner, Captain Marvel Jr., Nayoka the Jungle Girl. That sounds like something you'd like. Tex Ritter, Don Winslow of the Navy. And Jon Messman wrote this book, nonfiction, Choosing a Pet. Choosing a Pet, 1973, Grosset and Dunlop.
Have you read Choosing a Pet?
No, I have 3.
Have you ever been in that conundrum where you just don't know what to do? You're like, hamster, bird, I don't know.
Yeah, that's how we ended up with Ralphie the Hedgehog.
Only you had that book.
If only I had that book, I could have ended up with a toad or something, or a rat.
You could have found the animal that suited you best.
Yeah. But he wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 34. He wrote 15 Nick Carter Killmaster books. He wrote 1, 2, 3. He wrote 6 Jefferson Boone Handyman books.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, those are good. He wrote 3 Canyon O'Grady Westerns for Signet, 1989. He wrote the 2 the Logan books that I told you about, Logan and Killers at Sea. His standalone books, I read one of those called The Deadly Deep. It's about a sea monster.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. But he wrote
terrible.
Terrible. He wrote Phone Call, Jogger's Moon, Bullet for the Bride. I read that one. Is good. He wrote The Last Snow, which is a standalone Western. I read that one just this year. It was good. Yeah, great. Just a great writer.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great writer. So I'm really pleased with everything that he's done. But you can go to Paperback Warrior on the desktop version. On the right side, just go down to Jon Messman's tag, and you'll see all the Jon Messman stuff on Paperback Warrior. Paperback Warrior podcast episodes, primers, tons of reviews, you name it. Yeah. Like I said, most of his stuff has been reprinted in physical and digital copies through Brash Books and Cutting Edge Books.
Well, I mean, you obviously got the end, so why don't you pitch the idea of me and you doing the audio versions?
Yeah, we really should talk about that. Yeah, we really should discuss that and pitch it. Yeah. Anymore, I hate to say this, but I think audiobooks are definitely changing, because nowadays I use Speechify, the app Speechify, and it reads the books to me in like 50 different personalities. So I listen.
Any book?
Yeah, any book. Yeah, whatever.
Or you have to have the PDF.
You can have the PDF, you can have the EPUB, you can have the Mobi, you can have it as a Word document.
Yeah, but you got to have at least something digital of it. Like how would you get the book?
If you wanted to, literally, you could just take a photo of every page and just have it read it to you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you could do that. But with Speechify, I pay $130 a year. I'm not an affiliate of Speechify, by the way, but I pay $130 a year. And then with Speechify, I just give it access to my Amazon Kindle, and it can read anything in my Amazon Kindle. And then I just upload whatever I download, as far as EPUBs go or PDFs off archive.org. I just upload them. Speechify reads it to me in whatever personality I want it to read it to me in. And then at the end, I can generate a summary as long as I want it to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Or I can generate a podcast about the book. No. From AI personalities.
No.
Yeah, and you can even do it as a late night talk show. You can do it as a late night talk show.
We need you.
Yeah,
we need your version, Eric.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just saying But what I'm saying is, audiobooks. I don't know if you're an audiobook narrator, if your industry is in peril, because why would they need you?
I mean, some people like the human aspect. I would say that if I started listening to audiobooks to get kind of caught up on some of the classics of genre fiction, so I can keep reading trashy stuff on my own. Right. But if I clicked on something and it was like a fake voice and I could tell, I couldn't listen to it. I'm just going to be honest.
You can't tell. No way to tell. Cannot tell. You can't tell it's a fake voice.
No.
And it will take a half a second to read a paragraph first to get the tone of the text, so it can enunciate certain parts or express certain parts differently. It's not that we're past the days of Siri, doing that mechanical computer voice. These voices all have personality. It's crazy. It's insane. So you could go and listen to Pride and Prejudice, and Snoop Dogg would read it to you.
I don't want that. I don't want it.
Do you want Gwyneth Paltrow to read it to you?
If she's really reading it, yeah. What if she has a different interpretation? The human interpretation of it. I would rather hear you read it, man. I don't want to, I know we could just record your voice and have Eric read us books, but I want to hear you do it. The Eric interpretation.
I think we are at a real crossroads for humanity right now. We're in a weird place right now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. But that whole AI thing's a whole different concept.
Yeah, it's okay. They can tear you up in the comments. It's fine.
They will. They will. I'm sure. I'm sure they will. Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. All my background music, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to use real music on YouTube. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. They've created this monster.
If I was allowed, and they would just, a percentage went to John Coltrane, I would use John Coltrane all day long, and he'd get paid. But no, it's like all or nothing. So I'm like, well, I gotta make up this fake jazz. Sucks.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. So we probably need to choose our next book. We'll have to talk about that. See, I'm leaning towards Barbara Michaels.
Okay, I don't think we've read anything by her.
No,
I have a lot of Barbara Michaels over there.
So number 9, Barbara Michaels.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get out of here, man. I got shirts to print. So thanks everybody for listening, watching, /watching. And we will see you next time.
Later.